So good afternoon, students. Let's continue our discussion. Right? So we are talking about determination of minimum reflux ratio. Right? So it is for binary mixture. It can be calculated by either equation or by using the Macap-Thiele method. Right? So we are talking about the determination of RM. Right? Minimum reflux ratio by calculating using equation. Right? Now, but let's say let's continue this also because we have to look at Q line, right? Feed line, right? In graph, where it will be required to determine the number of theoretical stages, right? Right. Now we know that right. First, we know that you already derive equation in BTech level, operating line, right, or equation for Q line. That equation right, of right Q line. Right? That is y is equal to minus Q divided by 1 minus Q into X plus XF, XF into 1 minus Q. Actually, it is a ZF. Here, let's say in our case, we have ZF, where minus Q divided by 1 minus Q is equal to slope. If you draw y versus x diagram, right? Y versus x diagram. This is the diagonal line. That is a y is equal to x, right? And this is the equilibrium curve. Right? Equilibrium curve. Right? So at x is equal to xf, it's a Q line start from this xf. Depending the condition of feed, we will have this Q line. So here it is at Q is equal to 1. Right? Q is equal to 1. If you put substitute Q is equal to 1 here, right? Q is equal to 1, slope is equal to infinitive. So this is the infinitive slope. Right? Infinitive slope. So this is for Q is equal to 0. Q is equal to 0. So if Q is equal to 0, right? यहाँ पे Q 0 put करोगे आप, तो slope will be 0. Is equal to 0, right? Which is the horizontal line, right? For horizontal line, slope will be 0 because slope is a y2 minus y1. So here y1 and y2 both are same, right? So slope is equal to 0. So this is the Q 0 less than Q less than 1 for for partially vaporized liquid feed, partially vaporized feed. So this is for Q greater than 1, right? यहाँ पर slope ज़्यादा है, greater than 1, right? So this is for subcooled liquid, right? And this is a negative slope, right? This is the negative, right? So this is for right Q less than 0 for superheated vapor, right? Superheated vapor. So in this way we can locate this Q line, right? Now let's come to the point, right? we are talking about the determination of RM, right? So for liquid, right? Right, for liquid, right, at its bubble point, right, bubble point, that is for saturated liquid, and saturated liquid, right, or we can say Q also is equal to 1, right? RM can be determined by using RM, which is equal to 1 divided by alpha minus 1, right, into XD divided by XF, and this is RM by equation, right? Minimum reflex ratio by using equation, minus, this is minus alpha 1 minus XD divided by 1 minus XF, right? 1 minus XF, right? So here alpha, right, relative volatility, at XD is equal to mole fraction of distillate, right? XF is XF, right? This both XF, this is small XF. Make sure both are same. This XF are same. You know, mole fraction of mole volatile component in feed, right? Sorry, more fraction of more volatile, right, in feed, right? More volatile substance in feed, right? Again, it is a mole fraction of more volatile substance, right? So using this equation, we can able to determine the minimum reflux ratio, right? Let's say for liquid at its bubble point, or for saturated liquid. Now, what about for the superated vapor? Sorry, saturated vapor, right? Second, right, for saturated vapor feed, saturated vapor feed, where Q is equal to 0, right? Q is equal to 0, right? Then we can determine RM by using equation 1 divided by, right, alpha minus 1, right, into alpha XD divided by YF, right, YF, right, minus 1 minus XD. This is the XD. Sorry, let me write 1 minus XD divided by 1 minus YF minus 1, that minus 1. So this is multiplication. So alpha is same as the relative volatility, right? XD is the same as mole fraction of more volatile substance in distillate. Now what about the YF? So YF is equal to, right, YF is equal to mole fraction of more volatile component in feed vapor, right? Same as XF here, XF. It is the mole fraction of more volatile substance right, in feed vapor. Right. So using this equation, we can determine the minimum reflux ratio for saturated vapor feed. Right. But if the feed is for any condition, right? Any condition, there are 5 conditions which I've already mentioned, right? Which already mentioned, right? So third one, right? And for right, any condition of feed of feed, right? Any condition, right? Out of 5, any condition, right? We will have RM is equal to RM can be calculated by using equation, right? RM plus ZF into Q into XD, right? Divided by RM into 1 minus ZF, right? plus 1 minus XD, right, is equal to alpha, right, into XD, alpha into XD, Q minus 1 plus ZF into RM plus 1, divided by RM plus 1, right, into 1 minus ZF, plus Q minus 1 minus XD. So using this equation, right? Using this equation, you can determine the minimum reflux ratio RM, right? By solving these two simultaneous equation. This will be the I think it is for trial and error method. All right. Now, this is the determination of minimum reflux ratio by using equation, right? By using the equation, right? Here there are 2 methods by using equation. I already mentioned here, right? By using the equation, right? And by using the McCabe-Thiele method. You can also determine the RM by using the McCabe-Thiele method, right? McCabe-Thiele method. So how to determine the RM using McCabe-Thiele method? So let's see. Second, by using McCabe-Thiele method. This is the calculation of RM. Calculation of RM. So second is the RM, right? By calculation of RM by McCabe-Thiele method. McCabe-Thiele method, right? Now, what are the different steps, right, to determine RM by McCabe-Thiele method? I'm not writing the steps, right? But first draw, right? It looks like, right? Right? First, you draw diagonal line, right? This is y is equal to x. Y is equal to x line, and this is y. This is x, where y is the mole fraction of more volatile component in vapor, and x is more fraction of more volatile component in liquid. Then you make equilibrium curve like this, depending upon the VLE data, right? Based upon the VLE data, you can draw this curve, right? Equilibrium curve, right? Can be drawn using VLE data, right? From VLE, vapor liquid equilibrium data, right? Or you can also find by using alpha, relative volatility. All right. So how to do this? Determine the Q RM. Okay, from this ZF, right? From this ZF, let's say here we have a ZF, right? ZF, and depending upon the condition of field, right? Condition of field. Okay, let's say I am writing this one slightly with some positive slope, like this. This is let's say positive slope, right? So this is for Q greater than 0. Sorry, Q greater than 1, I think. Right? Q greater than 1. Greater than 1. That is for subcooled liquid. Right? We are determining RM for subcooled liquid field. Right? Liquid field. Right? So first you draw ZF, where ZF is nothing but ZF equal to mole fraction. Right? Mole fraction of A in field, or A is the more volatile in field. Let's say we have A plus B in field, for example, where A is the more volatile, then A is the mole fraction of A in field. Sorry, ZF. Right? Then as already mentioned, here we have the, let's say this is a distillate composition XD, which is fixed. Right? XD into XD, which is fixed. Right? Right? Here. Yes. Right? This is the XD. Right? Mole fraction of more volatile substance in distillate, or our main product, top product. Right? So what you do? You draw a curve, right? You draw a curve like this, right? Which touches the Q line and equilibrium curve here. Right? Like this. Sorry. Like this. Right? So this is the point where let me write. This is the point. This is the point where the Q line and equilibrium curve. This Q line, right? This is Q line and this equilibrium curve, right? Which touches. That touches. Right? Now you can measure the intercept, this intercept. Right? Because see here it is 0, 0, then 0.1, because it is a mole fraction. 0.2, right? Let's say suppose here 0.5, right? 0.9 and 1.0. So you can measure this intercept like this, right? Somewhere here. Let's say it is 0.7, for example, 6 here, 0.6, right? And this line is called as an operating line for the rectification section, right? Operating line for the rectification section. All right. And this intercept is nothing but this intercept, which is nothing but XD, XD divided by RM plus 1, right? RM plus 1, right? RM plus 1. So which is equal to, right? Let's say you are it is touches at 0.6, then it should be, it is 0.6. This is just example. This is just the procedure to calculate RM, right? So XD we know, let's say we fixed the XD is equal to, let's say 0.9. It looks like 0.9. It is 0.9, right? So now only unknown in this equation is RM. So RM you can calculate like this. Okay? Now why it is XD divided by RM plus 1? Because for this operating line, right? This is the operating line for the rectification section. Operating line, right? For rectification section. Rectification section, right? And you know that the slope, the equation, right, for the rectification section is y is equal to, right, y is equal to r divided by r plus 1, right, into x plus xd divided by r plus 1. So this is the slope, right? The equation of straight line. This is the intercept. Right? This is the intercept, right? But why I have written RM instead of R? Because see here, this operating line and equilibrium line, operating line of rectification section, right? Equilibrium line and this fit line touches, right? So it is here, it is called a pinch point, right? It is called as a pinch point, right? And we know that at pinch point, there is no mass transfer, or driving force for the mass transfer becomes 0, right? So it requires the infinite stages, right? Infinite stages, right? And we also know that at minimum reflux ratio, we get infinite number of stages, right? That's why we have written this RM, right? Minimum reflux ratio instead of R, right? Using this, we can able to calculate RM, right? Minimum reflux ratio. All right. So these are the two methods, by equation and by Markov-Thiele. You can calculate minimum reflux ratio, right? So this is only for the binary mixture. ये दो method बताई, right? That is the determination of minimum reflux ratio only for the binary distillation, right? For binary distillation A, right? For binary distillation already mentioned, right? For binary distillation, right? By calculating by equation and by using the Markov-Thiele method, right? But what about for the multi-component distillation? Let's talk about the multi-component distillation. How to determine the minimum reflux ratio in multi-component distillation? Right? For B, right? B, right? B for multi-component distillation, right? For multi-component distillation, right? So this is can be done by using Underwood's method, right? By Underwood's method, right? Underwood's method. How to determine this Underwood method, right? RM can be determined, right? RM can be determined by using by solving, right? By solving two equations, by solving equations. Which are these two equations, right? First is summation of that alpha I, right, into x I into d, right? Summation of alpha I x I, right, I d divided by alpha I minus v is equal to Rm plus 1 and summation of alpha I into x if divided by alpha I minus v is equal to 1 minus q. Using this equations, we can able to determine the Rm, right? What is alpha I, right? What is alpha I? Alpha I is equal to at average relative volatility of each component, right? Average relative volatility, right? Relative volatility, right? Average relative volatility, right, of each component, right? Each component I, right, with respect to heavy key component, right, component मतलब राइट, मतलब कि जो भी आपका जो इंडिविजुअल कंपोनेंट है, राइट, आई, ठीक है, उसकी रिलेटिव वोलेटिलिटी आपकी हैवी की कंपोनेंट से कितनी है, दैट इज योर अल्फा आई, राइट. एक्स आई डी इज इक्वल टू मोल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ राइट कंपोनेंट I in distillate, right? This XIF same as mole fraction of component I, but in feed. Mole fraction of component I in feed. All right, and V is constant, right? V is equal to constant, right? And you know that what about the Rm and Q? So Q you know, right? Q you know, right? Condition of feed, right? Condition of feed. Here you can take alpha average, right? This is the average relative volatility, right? So you can take alpha average as alpha I is equal to under root alpha top into alpha bottom. This is under root. That means it is also called as a geometric mean average. Geometric mean average. You have logarithmic mean average, arithmetic mean average, right? Then it is if it is under root multiplication in under root, right? That is called as a geometric average. All right. So from this you can determine RM, right? Minimum reflux ratio for multi-component distillation, right? For multi-component distillation, right? Now the next step is to determine the optimum reflux ratio. We cannot run.
बहुत है सर.
बस इतना हो गया, ऐसा है. चलो कोई बात नहीं, चलो तो हम कर लेते हैं, ठीक है, कोई इश्यू नहीं है. चलो बिकॉज आई थिंक ये हमारा थर्ड लेक्चर है. सो आई स्टॉप हियर. ठीक है. सो टेकिंग द अटेंडेंस. Let me take an attendance first. So your attendance is marked. You may leave.